Alright, guys, here we go. This is the first in a line of videos I'm recording for the time that I will be away. And as you can tell, there's not an English voice, so it's not me. This is actually a guest video from my boy Flailthrough. Rob, the mighty Rob. So what's the lowdown on this? Okay. So I said this before, but I'll say it again. Being in the army, you have to go away sometimes. This is kind of just one of those times I'll be gone for 2 or 3 weeks, basically just off doing army bullshit in the woods. But I don't want to, but the algorithm doesn't like it when you take breaks, so you know what I gotta do, right? I gotta pre-record some shit for y'all. Gotta pre-record some shit. So this is the first of it. This is a video from Rob and his Gelgoog. This is not a mobile suit I take out very often. Actually, this isn't a mobile suit I've taken out since the game began. Now, I play other versions of Gelgoog, but I do not play this one. What's so special about this one? Nothing. Okay, maybe that's a little too easy. If you look at it in terms of stats, it's kind of the sister unit to the Gundam in a very strange way. Its stats are all very similar. I think it has the same HP. This is level 1, by the way. This is 400. So it has the same HP. It has the same HP, and its defenses are a little different. Gundam's defenses are the same all the way down, but Gelgoog's is higher in some areas and weaker in others. Of course, the Gelgoog's weapons are different, but it's meant to be essentially analogous to the Gundam. In terms of performance, it is very slightly faster, right? So while the Gundam has like 180 high-speed movement, this has 185. Gundam has, what was it, 130? Yeah, it has 130 walking speed. This thing has 135. So it's faster, but not in a way that matters. It doesn't have double dodge roll or anything, doesn't have maneuver armor or anything. So, also doesn't have the Gundam hammer, or something once again analogous to it. So if you ask me, it's distinctly worse than the Gundam because it can't do Gundam bullshit. And in return, all it gets is a slight increase in speed, but it does get the Gelgoog beam rifle, which is different than Gundam beam rifle. I'm struggling to find a word there. Do I think that it's better than the Gundam beam rifle? No, I think it's different. There are definitely mobile suits that can really make this thing work. I think how would I rate the Gelgoog beam rifle? It's good on certain suits. Is it good on this thing? I certainly think so. Rob certainly thinks so. It's his primary weapon. And this is also his go-to mobile suit. The way he runs it is actually quite bulky. He runs a lot of ballistic defense, a bit of melee defense, just a touch of thruster, and the rest goes into melee. So it's definitely a fascinating build. Definitely a tankier take, while also not being quite specialized for it. But once again, he definitely makes it work. So far, they're in the lead. They won the first team fight and a half, but he's low on legs and low on health. That's never a good combination, especially in Goog. This is also going to be a hard match for him because he has the flyers. Well, maybe not for the raid. Was it the Jim Kai with the fellow booster? Yeah, that thing's not going to be all that difficult, but it's the goof that he should be worried about, right? Because unfortunately, the way flying suits work, or at least ones that can hover like that. I just want to see how this fight goes. Yeah, he just runs right past him. Not that he really has a choice. I don't mean he as in Rob. I mean he as in the guy in the fucking fellow booster. It functions almost like a Zeta transformer. So you're kind of cursed to go forward. You can't really change direction from there. The goof will hover. But unlike hovering suits like, for example, the Dom or, well, mainly kind of the Dom series, I'll be honest with you. The thing with the Dom series is that they hover, right? They skate. So you can't just instantly change direction by pressing the reverse direction on the control stick. You have to slow down or work your way around. You know, you slip and slide. You don't stop on a dime. For some reason, that doesn't work for things that fly in the air. I have no idea why. And that makes them very, very difficult to actually play, especially in a game with no aim assist of any kind. Well, you do have ASL, I suppose. But this means that goof is going to be trouble if he decides to focus it on. Granted, it's better to have the beam rifle in the situation than the bazooka, definitely. Because at least with the beam rifle, you're able to fight that thing in the air. With the bazooka, you basically can't. In terms of weapons, Gelgoog, they reverse a little bit. The mass production Gelgoog does not get the MMP-80 submachine gun. I guess this is the commander version, does. Surprised he didn't dodge off the way. Oh yeah, that's right, double dodge. That's why Rob didn't go for the second swing. Jim Custom has double dodge roll, so he didn't go for the swing thinking he would go for it. But of course he didn't. And that beam rifle does do a lot of damage, even uncharged, by the way. You're not going to get a stun, but sometimes you don't really need it. Now he's got this Zaku Detsu, right? So Zaku cannot dodge out the way, but he's not going to recover in time to shoot him, I don't think. Oh no, he did. Missed it by milliseconds. While we're here, we're past my usual warning. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Gelgoog is another jack-of-all-trades mobile suit master of none. In this particular situation, I think he's running the right kit. Like, if he were running a bazooka in this situation, he'd be having all kinds of problems. There we go. He did my trick. He baited the dodge roll. Sorry, he baited the tackle so that he would get a free downswing. And he angled his downswing just enough so that it would miss the shield by inches. He's an experienced Gelgoog player, guys. Gelgoog's a little too chunky, a little too big for my liking, unless it's the high mobility type, which now has maneuver armor. And he managed to destroy its legs. Okay, that was... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, that was a bit of a mistake. Shouldn't have done that, but... You won. Making mincemeat of that guy. Mass production Gelgoog gets the grenades. This thing gets the machine gun. I'm not sure if that was a good shot or a bad shot, but it stunned him and it got rid of the shield, so it's actually going to be a little easier from now on to hit him. The high mobility type not only gets maneuver armor, where those two don't, and it was also one of the fastest mobile suits in the game, not even tier to straight up the fastest mobile suit in the game, one of them. It also has both grenade and machine gun. 1 minute left on the clock with low health team. This is not where you want to be. Even if you fall back and hunker down, you're still in a bit of a bad situation. But again, making mincemeat of this guy, because shouldn't have done that, my guy. I don't think he'll be able to destroy his legs, but he will leave him reeling. Now, guy up top should come down here where there's cover and help him with this guy. Oh, it's the support type, even better. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, that was pretty good play. That was pretty good play. He used those missiles so that... He knew he was out of boost, so he just used those missiles so he wouldn't be able to get out of the barrage of stun. So that's actually a really good play on his part. I take that back. All he has to do is not die. Oh yeah, all his team's on full health. They don't lose this. They can't lose this. And there we go, victory. An extremely well-played match in the Gelgoog. Let's take a look at these stats, because he was giving that Jim Custom the work. Look at that, boy, look at that. He somehow didn't beat his rival, but also somehow got... Okay. I have no idea how the hell that works, but whatever. Gundam Battle Operation 2 for you. Don't take a joke if you want to play this game. If you can't take a joke, don't play Battle Operation 2. What can I say? 122,000 damage and probably one of the blandest, most straightforward mobile suits in the game. It doesn't have any tricks. That's the thing about the Gelgoog, and I guess, well, the Gundam has the hammer, but this thing doesn't have any tricks. It's all fundamentals, basically. And look how well he did even without anything to exploit, right? Extremely well. Let's see precisely how many kills he got. I think it was 4? 4 or 5? Something like that? I love how I praised the dudes who didn't actually do shit. 7 and 2, so I was wrong there. And he only got... okay, that's why, because he got second while the goof was giving everyone the work. Gelgoog was always going to be a very, very hard target for everybody. No one on the team really has the weapons to deal with him, except for Rob. But even I would be pressed. I think anyone would be pressed to really try to shoot that guy down, even with the Gelgoog rifle. But anyway, guys, hope you liked it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.